NFC teams between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Now in the rear-view mirror, we are full speed ahead in the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Smash.
Blown back, gets the handoff. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
60 Eagles.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Completed to his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
The Bears going with 6 DBs for this 3rd down there in the dime set. To the air on 3rd and long. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bears take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. You know, we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3-and-out, partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
No, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback. And you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
So 1st down from the 41.
18 Carter.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to her. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They'll throw here on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he is hauled down right at that midfield That's right. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. First down, and they go right back to him. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing out to the left, cut! And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down, Packers.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Rodgers will look to throw. Setting up the screen. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Ready up. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah.
And he does not tie this game. His extra points off. They remain down by 1. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
Let's go now. Luka 19. Take up.
Looking to throw here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest, and I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the in route. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Just about a yard to the markers, and they're going to take the risk and go for this. Trying to push. Massive hit. The ball is out. And the fumble recovery is made.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's a toss headed right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, we love to talk about corners. Those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-6 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They have second down behind the sticks. They're going to try and throw it here. He dodged the tackle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. It's just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
They pass on that long field goal. Would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. They'll run. It's Benson. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
The beauty of that execution, Kate, is he didn't even know he was going to get the ball there on 4th down in that RPO. So extra credit for the focus and even more so for the conversion.
On first down, they'll run. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Gets it to him on the screen. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Benson. Will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead to 7. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. He has this down to the 34. That one goes for 31 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now. 18, come.
Play action here with Rodgers. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Pete, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Bears get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
19, 18.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
He's got a man left. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Sticking to the air here. Sends this to the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. To the air on first down. Rodgers. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Bears will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Packers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
First down 10 at their own 37-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Precious on the blow.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That one splits the uprights. lead by 15 now. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
6 away from 1. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They give it to him again. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Pass play coming here. Setting up the running back screen. Pushing for the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal.
Gotta be a pretty good actor. Gotta be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Take over.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears parlay the interception into points. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears grow the lead now to 22 points. Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. Connects on the crosser. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to do some window dressing here in the 4th. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Lone back gets the handoff. He's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. All set to go now from the 35. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Running for the marker on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Let's go now.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's go.
They'll run here on 1st down. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Back to the well again. And he will not get the first, but this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty.
Set up.
Rodgers set to pass. We've got a screen to the running back. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Packers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Makes the catch. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from their goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
They'll toss it here to Benson. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
We'll draw it up for him. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year.